Why do teenagers want to be popular? I'm Nicholeen Peck, and I teach all over the world about parenting, good communication, how to build strong family bonds, child development, education. And in this video, we are talking about popularity, teenagers, and self-government. So in this video, we're going to talk about some of the reasons that teenagers want to be popular, and some of the answers might actually surprise you. And then we're going to talk about what we can do to help our teenagers keep the proper perspective on their social development and interactions. So people want to have friends. I mean, that's really no secret. But nowadays, being popular kind of doesn't mean just having friends. I think there's a lot of people that hope for popularity even though they don't necessarily actively pursue friendship. Right now, popularity means being noticed, having an impact, getting attention, making a splash, or sometimes even being better than other people. So our youth are getting ready to launch. They are at that stage developmentally. That's a good thing. And they subconsciously recognize that they need to have a support system around them. So wanting to make friendships, keep friendships, and have people value them can feel like a natural part of this launching process. When someone feels like they've had enough attention or they've shown that they have skills and they can be better than other people, then this helps fulfill that confidence that they're usually searching for in those adolescent years. When people like you, or when they praise you, or they care about you, this is a little bit of a boon to your confidence. It makes you feel like all the work that you've done, maybe on your appearance, or your intelligence, or your friendliness, or your honesty, or whatever characteristic that you might be working on, is worth it because somebody noticed. Now, being popular with the parents does not go as far as being popular with people outside of the family. There's just this unspoken rule. Everyone knows their parents are going to love them. Now, I know sometimes children may question whether their parents approve of them, but even then, usually they know, but they still love me, even if I'm disappointing them or I am not doing things that they approve of. But when it comes to people outside of the family, that seems to be more of the proof that they have made it or that they truly are acceptable to other people. This gives them permission to launch more forward in their lives. Now, there's something that a lot of people don't talk about related to popularity, and that is that when a person is striving for popularity, behind the scenes, lots of times the parents are hoping their children will be popular too. In fact, sometimes parents are more obsessed with their child being popular than the child is. So if you have a child that seems like they're a bit obsessed with popularity, you have to ask yourself the question, am I a bit obsessed with popularity? Do I want my child to be popular? Why? Why do I want my child to be popular? Is it because that I know that having connections when you're young can help you be successful when you're older, can help you have people to always go back and connect with, or it's just good practice? Or is it because I feel like I want them to know how amazing they are, or I want other people to know how amazing they are, or I want them to have experiences that only popular people have, or date certain people that only they date? Am I really subconsciously looking out for my future grandchildren and the offspring that I hope to have as I'm hoping for popularity for my son or daughter? I want them to attract the right mate. Those are all reasons that parents may care about their child being popular. Sometimes parents will even sacrifice some of their family culture or even some of their child's desires for the sake of creating a popular child. We absolutely have to be careful about that trap as parents, because some children are not destined to be popular with everyone, and that's actually okay. Sometimes the most popular ones are the ones that don't turn out well, and some of the youth that are behind the scenes that may not be as popular end up being the ones who truly do make the biggest splash in society. Keeping in mind that you could be putting maybe pressure to be popular on your child when they might be feeling something from you is an important thing to consider. If you're worried about their friendships and their popularity and their future success when it comes to social, it could be that they're feeling the weight of that too. That could actually make it even harder for them to achieve success socially. When somebody feels a weight related to the projected social outcomes of their life, they can become very focused on the fact that they might not be as successful as the other people around them wish that they were. One final thought on why teens might want to be popular. You know, everybody wants their life to have purpose. They want to have impact in their society. Every person feels that way. They want to know that their life is worth something. And this starts when a person is quite young. But for sure, by the time they hit their teen years, they want to know that the world is different because they were there. I've always told young people when I speak to youth groups that there is a way to have impact now. You don't have to have impact just when you're older. You can start making changes in your life now to have more purpose. And I've talked with them about purpose in life. When we have this type of conversation, the lights start to flash, the smiles start to spark, the thoughts start to go, wow, could I have purpose? How am I having purpose right now? What is it that I'm doing in my home that makes a difference? What is my purpose there? What is my role there? Who am I in my family, to my friends, to my communities? They start getting a deeper sense of self. And suddenly life is more meaningful. A person can come to a deeper sense of self without being a popular person. But when there are other people hovering around you, listening to what you have to say, doing things to make you happy, which are all things that happen when you have a friend group and when you feel popular, then you get that message that you have purpose and impact without having to do any soul searching. But there's always a danger, and that is that you may have this group around you, buzzing around you, that makes you think you're popular. And then when you move on to the next phase of your life, maybe college or work or, adulthood, the things that you do then, and you don't have those people around you all the time telling you how great you are, suddenly you might not feel like you do have a lot of purpose in your life. So I don't think our focus for our children should be on popularity. We've got to be very careful about that. Instead, we need to bring our focus back to who they are, their roles, their identity, starting within the family, and then their purpose and what they can accomplish. Teaching them adult skills, giving them adult experiences, allowing them to spread their wings, serve other people, reach out to other people, learn to make friends, have failures in friendships. All those things are going to teach them great lessons that they need to help them be secure and confident as they move forward in their lives. So I'd like to share with you some things that you can do in the teen years to help your youth be able to find that impact and that purpose and not be so obsessed about popularity. We've got to keep things in proper perspective. Who we are as a person is with us forever. Who we are in our popularity can be fleeting. There is a book that I wrote years ago to help people understand their roles in the family. The book is called Roles: The Secret to Family, Business, and Social Success. This book can be a fun one to read with your teens or just even give them to read. It can open their eyes to who they are to the other people around them in their family, how to better communicate, and take more of a deliberate approach in their family relationships. If your child learns to take a deliberate approach within the family, that can actually transfer to all of their other relationships. If they can discuss with a family member about something that they disagree with them about, and they can do it in a calm and productive and open-minded way, then why can't they do it at work or with friends and other people? Of course they can. The home is the learning environment for all of our social interactions. So let's talk about how to nurture family relationships. Having a discussion about roles can be very helpful. The discussions about roles that could be the most effective are outlined in that book, Roles. The Secret to Family, Business, and Social Success. When you deliberately discuss who you are to each other and then plan for ways to connect with each other on a regular basis, it can make a big difference. So having regular family work times, family activities, having family meetings and conversations about what type of a family you want to be and how you're progressing on your family goals can make a big difference too. But what happens when there's problems in the family? How do we solve those? The Teaching Self-Government Parenting Program gives skills for success. Skills like disagreeing appropriately, accepting no answers, and boundaries from other people. Those are just two of the skills of self-government, and I don't have time to go into all of their steps in this video, but those things are very helpful, and you can find more information about them on this website. But probably one of the biggest things that you can do is prepare the family to be calm in their communications, no matter what is happening. They might be discussing something that they disagree with each other about. They might be overworked, tired. They might have a bit of selfishness creeping in, but can we discuss it in a calm way? Can we create calmness as our family baseline? If you can do that, that can preserve the relationships in your family, which ends up improving the confidence and the skill development in your teen. It also helps them better understand that they can have good relationships, and that will help them in all of their social interactions in the future. So I would like to give you a gift that can help you with your calmness. I have something called the Calm Parenting Toolkit. My Calm Parenting Toolkit has 10 tools for calmness, and I want to give it to you for free. It's a mini course that's a great introduction to teaching self-government and will start you on the road to calmness. If you click in the description below this video on the link that says teachselfgov.com/toolkit, then you can have the Teaching Self-Government Toolkit for free. So click on the link to that video now. I'll see you there.